And we're live.
Oh,
Nice.
Hey, everybody. We're
howdy
here with
ho,
the doctor
neighbors.
and
Hello.
Emily, aka Bougie, and
Yes.
Jodi P. Kind of a special. This is the first time I've ever had actual guests, other than the occasional panel member that he was probably a guest the first time. I should have said it. The first time you were up, but I didn't because I'm bad.
I may have been a guest, but I wasn't a special guest.
Yeah, you were
It's
the first
Mr.
time.
P.
Yeah,
Mr.
is it Mr.
P.
P wandering around back there,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
or just the hired help?
No, he's him and Addie are doing a water change on the axolotl tank right now.
Ah, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we've got. I don't know what kind of turnout we're going to have today because I saw Aquarium Co-op went live with their members only, and Vibes is also streaming. So,
Oh.
I
didn't
saw
even
that
see
too.
that.
yeah, normally it's just me at this time, but they decided to go ahead and go hot. So
Yeah.
it's Sketty in here. Hi, Sketty, Uncle Smiley, Des Turner, Select Pet, and Richard. Go with the flow. So far,
Hello, everyone.
numbers are climbing. So basically, what we did here is I invited these two on because they're going to be starting up a brand new show. You guys
Yeah.
want to talk about that at all? You got
But they should
times?
first say where they live, if they, the state, not necessarily the city,
Yeah.
but the state.
Yeah.
And your address and your social security number.
Yeah. So,
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm in Northwest Iowa.
Yeah. And I'm in Texas, North Texas. So Texas
part-
is a
what-
big state. North Texas.
yeah, but Panhandle or Dallas?
Oh, no. Dallas. Like 30 to 45 minutes north of Dallas.
Okay, because I lived in Amarillo for 10 years.
Oh, why? Why would you do that?
I was a professor at one of the A&M campuses. So that's
Oh,
where I
okay.
was at. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's
It
rural.
was a hard
dry.
10 years. Hard
Yeah.
10 years.
Lady Metalhead's here. Hey, girl.
Hey,
And
metalhead.
Kreger from Down Under. John McKenzie. Hey, Mac. And then Johnny No Shoes, My Fish Tanks Aquatics. They're all in the house now.
Nice. We have a little
So yeah,
audience.
let's I'll just kind of interrupt you briefly as new people come in, but go ahead and let's talk about what we're doing.
Okay,
Hey, Denny.
cool. So the idea, I guess, for our live stream, I kind of want it to be a little bit like Foxy and Dee Dee's, where it's more of like a hangout, not necessarily like
Mhm.
super education based, but like just kind of what's going on in our fish rooms and stuff. And I don't know if you guys were able to see Rebecca of Freshwater Ichthyology, her video
Yep.
recently about women in the hobby. And I think it would be a really good idea to have more women in this space and kind of talking about our experience.
Absolutely.
So that's kind of what instigated my thought for it. And then I kind of like forced Jodi to be my friend. So that's
I don't think
kinda-
force is the
how
right
that
word.
came out.
It pretty well clicked.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was at least my idea for it. And I've got some ideas for some videos and like how, like I've set up a little, like a mini hatchery little station at my kitchen table right now. I'm going to make a video about that to help Jodi raise up some rice fish. So that'll probably be one of the first videos, I think. But
I'm
yeah,
sorry
that's
for
the
the
idea
noise
behind it.
here.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah.
So Stephen P and Jenna P are both in chat right now.
Oh, hey, Steven.
Steven
Hey,
says
Jenna.
mandatory friendships are the best.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wait.
definitely kind of forced that one on her.
I
I've
know
done that
I
too.
already know the answer, but we got a lot of P's in here. So, Jodi P, are you related to Stephen P and Jenna P?
Only by the first letter.
Oh, okay.
No. No, not related.
I realize that, but I had to joke.
Yeah, you guys have some big shoes to fill. You and Foxy and Dee Dee and
Oh yeah, I love
Well,
their
I don't know if we'll be filling those shoes, but
did you guys ever catch any of Rachel O'Leary's stuff?
I
Back in the
did,
day?
yeah.
I did. I certainly she's just put something out yesterday too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's just recently started to start posting again, but she is
I
Yeah.
saw that.
a phenomenal fish keeper as well. Or she was. I don't know how
Yeah.
many tanks she's got going on now because she's been dealing with some stuff.
Right.
Leave it at that.
hmm
Hey, D-Wood.
Yeah, she's been active on Instagram more so recently. Like I just saw that I'm also into terrestrial plants, and she was talking about one of her new like carnivorous plants that she got, Nepenthes, I think. So that was pretty cool. But
Yeah, that's what her
yeah,
last video was on, I think, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't she setting up the tub for it?
yeah, bog, I
Yeah.
think. A little bog system. Good
And what do you got
looking.
going on, Jody?
Me?
Other than
Well, not a
your
whole heck of a lot.
27 unboxings that you've done in the last week or two.
I know. I've gone a little nuts on getting fish lately. I'll be good for a little bit. I'll be good for a little bit.
Well, you need to stock
You
up
mean
on
a
more
few
tanks
days?
if you're going to keep doing
I
that.
know. I know. I do. I have an 80-gallon that I have to set up yet in here. I was going to put it upstairs, but then, and I should have done research a little bit better ahead of time, but I would have to have a pretty decent remodel to support the floor where this was going to go, and I'm not ready to do that yet. So in the basement it'll be.
Yeah.
And then
Basements are better
like
anyway. You don't have to worry about
800 pounds.
anything.
Yeah.
I know, but then I don't get to see it as much.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the fish room, I spend the majority of my time upstairs.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been trying to convince her to make her like little live stream setup in the fish room. So hopefully that will happen. We'll see.
Someday
Well,
when
it
I
looks like
get
you've got
something other than
internet.
a phone. I do. I have to be pretty close to the fish room door though. So if I do something down here, it'll have to be close to the door that leads into the other part of the basement. Otherwise, the wall behind me is too far away and it's really spotty. So, or I could get an extender.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Eventually, I'll have something other than my phone.
Yeah.
It looks good if that's a phone.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
We've
I can't read the chat, and I forgot to bring my tablet down.
Oh
with me.
yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
With the phone, I can't see the chat either. It usually is
Mhm.
if you pull up the chat, then you can't see the screen. You know who you're talking
Right. I know, and I need to know if I look like an idiot or not. So I'll just skip the chat.
I always just assume I do anyway, so it's fine. You're in good company.
to. Alyssa is here. Mrs. Whip is here.
Hi,
The
Mrs. Whip.
Captain McReynolds is here.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Peplin. Hey, Pep.
Hey,
Hey, Brian.
Peplin.
Craig.
Everybody.
Wendy.
Yes.
Wendy's here. So,
Mhm.
are you going to be talking about the same stuff, Jody, or what's your
Well, you
plan? Holding on your side of the conversation.
Oh, well, now you ask hard questions. I was just going to let Bougie lead it. No,
I do like
I'm
the
sure
Brian.
we'll have our own ideas that we'll bring to the table. I'm not exactly sure fully what I'm going to bring versus what she's going to bring. I've only been in the hobby for just right about a year now. So I'm still fairly new in the grand scheme of things. So it's a lot of learning for me right now. Learning
That could be
quickly though.
good. I mean, because you're coming in with a lot of these other new people that
Mhm.
they can kind of learn with you.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being new at it.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, absolutely not.
And you've
It's been a
definitely
fun
jumped
journey.
in with both feet.
I tend to do that.
That is so true. I swear,
Yeah.
every time I talk to her, she's got a new fish coming in every single time.
Yeah. It happens.
So what does that mean? Does that mean you're up to like 130 tanks yet, or what? What do you?
No. I've got nothing's changed since last time. I think I've got 40 ish down here and 3 more upstairs.
Hmm.
But
That's
didn't
not
you?
so
I mean,
bad.
I saw the unboxings. Are those fish all going in with together?
No, I have like I emptied out a bunch of tanks and
Oh,
moved some fish around so I could make room for new fish. And so there's fish in quarantine all together that all came in right about the same time. So
Hmm.
they're not going with any fish that I've had for any real length of time.
Yeah.
So this way they can quarantine together, and then if I want, I can take some and put them upstairs, or some are for spawning and that kind of
I
That's
mean,
what
you
I
stuff.
do
do
have
too.
that giant 230-gallon tank. You can fit quite a few more in there, I would think,
I could.
if you wanted.
I do.
Secret fish.
Hey, what's your favorite fish, Jodi, right now?
Uh,
Since you're fairly new.
I'm pretty infatuated with hill stream loaches.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
those
all of
are yes, like all of them. I just got these gastromycin, lataceptin, and labogastromycin chanting something or other. I'm really bad at some of the names. But those two are probably some of the coolest. And then Aramyzin compactus, or the Demon Eye Hillstream Loach.
that one is.
That one's really neat too. The Chinese butterfly loach, Euphorbias, those are really neat. I have just your regular lineolatas, and then albiceras or gold ringed. Those are
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
Now the Hillstream loaches seem to be your go-to at the moment. Are you
Yeah.
like collecting them all? I think I heard that
Like
earlier.
Pokemon, yes.
Yes, yes.
He's definitely
You got
catching
anything
them
like
all.
that, Emily?
For me, I think if I were gonna try and catch them all, right now it would be rice fish. I have a few varieties coming in. Like I kind of mentioned earlier, we're gonna grow them up from eggs, so that'll be really fun. But I think there's so much variety, and I was talking to Nancy B the other day and was just like, oh, they're so sparkly and pretty, and they're super low maintenance, so they're just some of the, I guess, easier fish that have kind of like swum their way into my heart. Like I love them. They're so fun. But to answer Steven's question, so when is the stream happening and such? Right now, tentatively, we were thinking the time we've talked about so far has been Thursday at 3. But it could change. So we haven't like set it in stone or anything or submitted it to the Fish Fam website yet, but that's what we're thinking. And nobody's going on at that time. So
I lost
figured it would-
connection just for a second, just as you were saying it. Did you say 3 at Thursday?
Yep.
On Thursday?
Thursday
on-
at 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's nobody going on in that time, so we wouldn't step on anybody's toes.
Here's another question. You're in Texas. You're so central, I assume you're talking?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But
'Cause
with
that
I don't know,
messes
it's
with
Ed
people.
who can't figure out time zones. So
Yeah, right. Well,
I mean, I have a hard enough time myself. Like, thank God Jody's on the same time I am,
Yeah, right.
because otherwise
Oh,
it
yeah.
would be a disaster.
Yeah.
I've had that issue with Ed a couple different times, going both ways, not just him, but me as well. Where
Oh,
he'll
yeah.
tell me it's not. Yeah, I'm like showing up an hour early or an hour late.
It always happens. To me, anyway. I'm just bad with time zones.
The doctor doesn't have to worry about that. He's a smart cookie.
sometimes.
Sometimes, unless he's been drinking.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey,
I
Nancy.
never-
I like it when you pop it up on the screen. That way I can read too.
I know. I didn't realize like it's the comments, not the chat part on StreamYard. So, whoops.
Right.
Still learning.
Yeah. Are you technical question of what are you guys gonna do? You gonna just go with the free StreamYard, or do you guys?
Oh,
are you
I've
guys
got
going big time?
yeah, I've got a StreamYard account. So we'll just be using the regular StreamYard, I assume.
Yeah.
unless Jodi has other ideas. But
Oh no, I'm piggybacking off of you because I don't have a streaming setup. So
oh, it's perfectly fine. I don't mind.
someday I will, and maybe we'll, do one on my channel, do one on hers, and flip flop or whatever. But
It's
yeah.
super easy.
for now, it'll be on
I
Emily's.
can figure it out. So
Yeah.
I'm as techno as like the old family dog. I don't do tech, but also you have to do is hit the button basically. The hardest part is
Right.
remembering which things to unclick and re-click and all that stuff when you're setting the stream up, so that you can turn off the emojis. Like there shouldn't be emoji, little heart guy in there in the corner. I turn that off.
No.
The one you can click, 1,000 times and add
Oh,
the
yeah.
I turn that off because it's usually right in the way, and serves no real purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
But
see. Why does this feel like a Middle Eastern dating show? I saw quite a few Middle Eastern dating shows while I lived in Morocco. That was funny.
And so I don't understand that context. So that's old men and young women. Is that why, or what?
Yeah, right.
That's the only thing I can think of.
That'd be my best guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's depending on who said that, because I've already fallen way behind.
Passing wind said it.
Passing wind.
Oh yeah, okay. Considering the source, I can
Yeah,
pretty much
exactly.
All right. Well, Wendy, I succeed. I have more tanks than I am years old.
I have way more tanks than I am years old, so that works out for me wonderfully.
Yes, Nancy.
I have more gallons, but I don't have more tanks.
And I didn't die.
Okay, what's your secret fish? Come on, you can't.
Well, they came in. They came in Tuesday, and I didn't really mention anything to my other half. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoops.
I understand that. My viewpoint is I ask for forgiveness later than permission before.
That's what I keep being told.
That way.
100%.
My wife looked at our credit card bill and she said, "What is this for?" "Oh, didn't I tell you? I forgot."
I do not put them on the credit card without permission.
Or it's I've had that for a long time. You just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
That's what I go
Yeah, I didn't get to hide him for very long because he walked in as I was taking him out of the box.
Yeah.
So.
And so, what was the fish?
Well, I got the Emily, help me out here. How do I pronounce the one? The Mahachiensis?
Yeah, the beta.
Did I get it that time?
The beta,
Yeah, you got
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What else did I get? Shoot. The 2 loach orders came in from that also. I got black flame endlers, Santa Maria endlers, the longfin Paleatus cories. I got some extra coolie loaches. Yeah, got some extra coolie loaches and lost one because as I was getting ready to put it in a tank from the catch cup, it decided to rocket launch itself out of the catch cup and made about a 6-foot fall. And
yep.
Talk about a concussion.
Yeah, I felt pretty bad. It was bruised. When I picked it up, you could see it. It was bleeding right under its skin. So that was, I know, I felt terrible. So be careful when you're transferring your coolie loaches. They're wiggly.
That they are.
Yeah. Also got some Epistogramma borellis opals. Mainly because they can tolerate my water a bit better, and their eggs are supposed to be able to hatch in much harder water than some Epistogrammas are. So hopefully, whenever they grow up, they'll spawn for me. And
Yep.
I have my fingers crossed for that.
Me
I plan
too.
on benefiting.
You shall. I share.
Yeah, same here.
And then Cheryl Smith, CR Fish, sent me some electric blue Acara juveniles this week also.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my first fish that when mature will be, you know, a fairly sizable fish. So other than
How
that,
big
I
do you
don't
get?
really have, I honestly don't know.
They get a good 4 or 5 inches.
Like 5 inches or
Yeah,
so?
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I have some turquoise rainbows, but I mean, they're still not going to be the size that the cars will when they're full grown.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I got Cali Tawas this week too.
Oh yeah, from Dan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sydney's Angels and Bennett's Rainbows. Dan Heinrich.
Yeah, I sent him some of my teacup platies because they just breed like nothing else. And he gave them to his niece, and his niece sent me a thank you video. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Aww,
He was like, "Thank you so much." Yeah, it was super sweet. But
I'm gonna send him some reticulateds. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Excellent.
And what are you guys breeding anything purposefully, or is it just community tanks, or what are you looking to do? I know with the rice fish, those are fairly easy.
I mean, rice fish essentially kind of breed themselves, so I don't really have to work too hard at that. I've got a couple pairs of angels that I'm working on. I'm waiting for my blue Pinoy Pariba angels to pair off, and they've taken a couple months now, and I think they're just stubborn. And I'm looking over here because I'm looking like directly at them when I'm talking about them so that they'll hear me. So that's going, and I mean, I've got my fish room is kind of under construction at the moment. But once that gets up and going, I'll have a few different species of cories going, and a few others. But I do have like breeding plans. I don't know what I'll do with all the extra fish, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
Yeah, I'm purposefully breeding the Hillstream loaches. My lineolata are by far the most prolific. I only have a single pair of adults, just one male, one female, and they've given me well over 100 fry now, which is nice. The gold rings have been doing a lot better.
Did you say 100?
For a while? Yeah.
100 fry?
Well, yeah, and I sold 40 fry to Dan's last September. And there's another 100 or so in the tank right now. And then I've got the gold rings, which I actually have 3 males and 4 females in there. And they weren't giving me diddly for the longest time. But I threatened to split them up right in front of them the other day, and by golly, there's a ton of little babies in there now. So if that's all it takes.
Right.
Just threaten them like Zen threatens her pink flamingos.
Yeah. The other loaches, I mean, I'll give them time to settle in a bit, but the Befordias will probably be the next ones to spawn. They're the most mature. And then the Labigastromizons are probably going to be right behind them, but they were wild caught, so I kind of expect it to take a little bit of time before they really settle in. The other 2 varieties I have are still juveniles. Oh, I guess I do have another Swellia upstairs that I got from Marcel Woolrich. I can't talk at all. I got it from Marcel, the SP03s.
Those are cool. I like those.
They're really pretty juveniles.
Yeah.
And you have, I saw he's selling, Dan, that is, he the red tail. I don't know what you were saying, the scientific names and stuff. I don't know if that was one of the ones you got, but that red tail.
No, not yet.
No, I have those.
Oh, you have
so
those.
If I can get them breeding, Jodi will have them eventually.
Yeah, we're going to share.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Absolutely.
That's how I make all my friends now. I just share fish with them and say, hey, be my friend.
I mean, it works out pretty good. She knows I can't say no, so it's fine. Other than that, I have a lot of live bears, a lot of guppies, 2 types of platies. I have a lot of plecos that going to be a year to a year and a half before they're mature. And I did pick up some snow white long fin plecos from a local breeder local-ish, an hour and a half away from me. So I should see some spawning in 2 or 3 months from them, hopefully.
Look, hour and a half, that's definitely local for me, because I have to go that far just to get a swap or something like that. You know, I got Quad Cities is an hour and a half away. Chicago is an hour and a half away. So.
Yeah, Omaha is the closest big town with anything as far as fish or swaps go. We don't have any clubs here. We have one LFS, and while it has improved, I pretty much only buy dried goods from them. I do sell to them. I just don't like their practices as much.
Yeah.
There's
Nancy B, exactly. Be my friend. Here's some fish. That's me.
Yeah.
I just keep showing up until they're forced to acknowledge me.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up friends with both Jason and Joanna and with John and Lisa. I just kept showing up.
Yeah.
Just to their
I got
house.
the opportunity to meet
Eventually
Jason.
to their houses, yeah.
Yeah. I got the opportunity to meet them at Aquashella in Daytona last year. They're super nice people.
Oh yeah, I fangirled so hard. I like anything that I had in my head talking to Jason and Joanna. I was just like word vomit. Like, oh god.
I was too nervous to say hi, so I made my husband say hi.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I didn't have that luxury. I just was like starstruck, and I didn't know what to say, and anything that I wanted to say was just like, hi.
Yeah, it was the same
in those cases.
Yeah, I definitely could have used some.
Yeah, the first time I met them was Aquashella as well. All four of them were at the Chicago Aquashella back in 2021, and I'd already been talking to them for a long time, you know, through this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I walk up, I'm, you know, there's a big line. They're talking to different YouTube people and just fans of whatever level, you know, and Joanna looks at me, she goes, "You've got to be whipped." And I'm like, "Yep."
Here I am. Yeah.
At that point, nobody had even seen me. So, you know, I hadn't been on a live or anything yet. My first live, I think, was with Rico, which was well after that. So,
yeah. Are you going to the Clash this year?
I'm going to be at the Clash for sure.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know. You guys might go because you're closer. Well, you're not, Jodi, but the San Antonio one. What is it? The OCA? No, not the OCA.
Yeah.
The ALA?
ALA, the ACA, the Guppy, you know, yeah, they're all going to be there. It's the CARES
I did not
group.
know.
Yeah,
the CARES one, yeah. I thought that was closer to Austin, but maybe I'm just misremembering.
It's San Antonio.
The San Antonio one is the one where they're doing. It's kind of like the one they did in Kentucky a while ago, where they just bring in
like Triple Crown. Yeah.
Oh, that'll be cool. I'll have to check it out.
But I'm definitely going to go to the Clash. I'm definitely going to go to the OCA, which is in Ohio. I don't know.
I've heard that one's really cool.
It's weird. It's different, which makes it
huge
cool.
auction.
Yeah, and a huge auction at the end. Yep. But it's weird that there's a small, you know, like a swap area where you can go and buy your stuff. But at the Clash, yeah, he's making fun because he and I met at the OCA. We were talking to each other the whole time, you know, as we're heading up there. We get there, we meet each other. I didn't see him again for the rest of the weekend. Because when you go in, you can go in, there's probably 2 dozen tables maybe,
Mhm.
where people are selling fish and merch and whatever else. But the
Yeah.
real sales are happening in each individual room, where people
Yeah.
rent out a room and then just set up their fish room in their
Mhm.
room, and then post everything that they're selling on a board. And you can go through and say, okay, I want to stop at that room and that room and that room and that room.
Mhm. I
And
think it
it's
sounds
so
super
wild.
fun. I would absolutely go, but my wife probably not. But I'll make friends. It'll be fine.
Yep. Are you going to go to the Clash?
Oh yeah, I'm planning to. Fingers crossed. If we don't have to go to
Okay,
Colombia, I'll be at the Clash for sure.
Colombia is in
Of
South
course.
America.
Yes, sir.
You have
Yeah,
to
my
go.
wife is Colombian and
Yeah,
we've got
you have to
family
go.
there.
Okay.
So I can't get out of it, unfortunately.
What part of Colombia?
I believe probably the northern part, like where Barranquilla is,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I think she also has family kind of like more central, so I'm not sure yet, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I used to before Peru. I was doing research in Colombia,
Oh, nice.
in Leticia, which is the very bottom of Colombia.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Vanoski. We got all kinds of new people in here. I'm going to miss all kinds of people, but
Ooh,
we got
new people.
Vanoski and Lumpy Dog.
Kenny E came in
JP.
a while back. I was going to say hi, but I didn't want to interrupt
That's
the women.
I had
as we
the
call
same
them. I don't
issue.
mind interrupting Whip, but not the women. I have more respect.
Danny E. We've got Big Cat, and of course the
Ooh.
aforementioned Wendy. Who else came in? Elfish, Sleeper,
Mhm.
Who's Cat's
Sharpie
here?
from the other side of the other side of the world over there. Not the world, the other side of the pond is what I tried to say, but messed that up.
The world is the
Nancy
same.
B.
Yeah, same thing.
Right. Laura Zora.
Oh, Laura
Ross,
put out a
all
really
together.
pretty painting today.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And if I miss somebody, just say something and I will. Oh, Alyssa, I don't know if you saw, but Alyssa was here.
Foxy's here.
Roxanne.
Foxy
Hello, Miss Foxy.
and Reaper from Ohio Fish
Go
Rescue,
to the
for those of you who
Reaper.
follow
Oh.
Ohio Fish Rescue. Night Owl.
Somebody said, when is a fish room not under construction? And
Yeah.
I swear that's been the story of my life for the last few months. Like I thought I was going to get it done in like maybe a month and a half or so. And I think I'm on like month 4. Like it's just so slow. But
Well,
How many months are in 48 years? That's about how many months I'm.
quite a few.
my fish room is supposed to get walls this week.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, just got the concrete poured, you said, right?
I've got the concrete
Awesome.
poured this week while I'm here in Peru. So when I get back, we have to clean out our bedroom because they're breaking down that wall because we're expanding the bedroom too as part of it. So
Oh, perfect.
Bootsy's here. Bootsin catching.
I already said that there, Whip. Where were you when I said
I know, but I'm slow and old. I'm not a young man like you.
it? Yeah.
Hey, at least you're
Daniel
not like
Ingalls.
Jason and having to wear glasses to see the chat.
Hey.
Well,
Hey.
there are times.
But,
Oh,
most of the
no,
I'm
time,
trying really hard not to squint.
Whip
It's
is like
very
this.
tiny.
I've had to enlist the help of Stephen P a couple times because I never remember. There's a formula that you can make the chat bigger and the screen you're looking at smaller.
Oh, I thought it was just like Control Plus. Is that not
That's
it?
what it is.
there's something
That's
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Whip's an old guy. He can't remember these things.
I cannot
Oh,
remember that.
right.
I can't remember that.
Like I said, I don't do tech, and if I don't do it every day, it just right out of my head.
Just forget it.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. When I start my live stream up again, I won't remember anything.
Oh, are you going to do it again?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
try it
not do it on. the Amazon Research Channel will stay, and that will just do a lot of posts from things happening here in Peru. But I'm going to have a channel just for my fish at home. I don't want to combine them both.
Yeah.
Right.
It seems like it would be a lot of work to combine both, so I would keep it separate as well.
What do you keep at home, Doc?
Right now, not much, but the fish room will primarily be South American stuff.
Oh, nice.
I'm a discus freak, so I'll have, I have here at the research center 20 red spotted green discus that have been sitting here that I bought last summer that I've just been waiting to ship home, and a bunch of pistos, probably 20 species of pories, the new red pencil fishes, both the Sanipa and the Amaya, the super red.
Oh yes, yeah, those are neat.
Yeah, that's one fish I haven't gotten yet is the pencil fish.
I
haven't tried them either. Feisty.
Pricey.
Oh, pricey. I thought you said feisty.
No,
okay.
No.
Maybe both. They're pretty nice though.
They're an easy fish to keep. Yeah.
Okay. How big of a group do you recommend keeping?
I mean, I would say 6 or 7.
At least.
Yeah, they're not aggressive with each other. The males will spar. But it's not like cichlid sparring.
Okay.
Right.
They mostly spar during the reproductive season.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Well,
I'm glad to hear that you like discus. I mean, I've got some blue moon heckle crosses and some red turquoise. I didn't even see your shirt.
We have our emblem for the research center is a discus. So yeah.
Love it. Love that.
So Doctor likes the wild type, right?
Sure.
That's what you pretty much stick to. Is that
I like
all the
some of the domestically bred stuff, but I'm not into the yellow stuff.
Yeah.
I like blue diamond discus. So that's not something, besides the full moon discus, which is, some of them kind of look that way, but I'm just not into pigeon bloods and the Marlboro reds and things like that.
Yeah.
We were joking here at the research center because we just set up a aquarium in the public aquarium on glowfish, and we were joking. I wonder when they're going to have glow discus. So as soon as they have,
they have to be next.
I know. I think I'm going to get out of the hobby when they have glow discus. I'm shutting down that fish room and give it all.
I don't think I'll be buying those.
No.
Not up my alley at all.
No. But we for a long time resisted having glowfish here, but the kids like to see things like that. When they come.
And if it brings people in, you almost have to do it, right?
That's why. That's why we have the marine tanks. I didn't want that. I wanted all local fish because the people don't know they're local fish here, but the kids here, in the little villages, they all know Nemo, they all know Dory, and they want to see those fish. So I was outvoted. So I know when I've lost, I can stand down.
Yeah. My youngest was really into the neon colors at first too. So we got her first betta tank, and it was all fake decorations. And slowly I was like, hey, what do you think about this plant, sweetheart? And I don't really like that one, but I like this one of yours. Okay, well, we can put that in your tank. And slowly she transitioned away from all her plastic decorations to a fully planted tank. Good. She's a good kid.
I wish I could transition away from the plastic plants.
Oh yeah, they do have those hot pink angels that I considered, and then I was like, nah, I don't think so. But I saw those at Aquashella, and they looked really cool in a big group in a big tank, but I don't have space for 15 of them, so that was no go.
I can see the appeal for people. I just personally am not a fan.
Yeah.
You know, if it brings kids into the hobby, and you can teach them at that point the right way of the hobby, I think it's a good gateway drug, so to speak, a gateway
Right.
fish.
Right.
Why not?
Because,
You did.
yeah,
I mean, that was perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
that got them in, and now you got them hooked, and
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like we're doing something bad, but not really.
Yeah,
No.
Not that bad.
It's fish.
Yeah.
It's not crack cocaine, right?
Crack cocaine probably be cheaper by
Could be
now.
worse.
Right? Daniel
My sister and I
Ingles
make that
is
joke to each
asking,
other too.
Yep. I
Anybody
tell my
have,
wife, I could be, I know I have an addiction problem. At least it's not, cocaine or something like that. It's just fish.
It could be a lot worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've used that excuse plenty of times. Yeah.
Fish
Oh,
and
yeah.
plants. Those are, terrestrial outdoor plants. I went a little hog wild with that as well. So that's where the drugs would have been cheaper really started with my sister and I, because we share a lot of plants, send each other a lot of seeds, and but you can't go wrong.
Don't snort discus. No, Stephen.
Not
Bad
quite.
idea.
I mean, that would get stuck.
Doctor, do you know anything about parasitic redworms and how to get rid of them?
Parasitic redworms.
I don't know.
Is that the calamanus worms?
Yeah,
He's just got
that's the
red
only-
worm.
That's the only red burn that I know of is the
Yeah.
camelina
Yeah.
worm.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to get a good. Yeah, Prozipro is a good anti-parasite, internal parasites. They're, that's what we use here. We put all our fish through a anti-parasitic process, just because all fish are going to have parasites regardless. It's when they're stressed, that's when the parasites could really take over.
Yeah.
And so Prozipro is one of the things we do use for our fish.
Yeah, that's part of my import, or like my bougie medicine routine for imported fish is always it's always includes praziquantel.
Yep. And speaking, Reaper says you go to OCA, come by the Ohio Fish Rescue. On that note, you should try to find the WHIP episode on Ohio Fish Rescue.
Oh yeah.
If we don't want to get no, don't go back.
I haven't found it yet. So
I might have sat in the green room just a little too long before I went on.
The
I
special
was
green
pretty
room.
lit up. Yeah. Yeah, called his kitchen table where we were drinking, waiting for our turn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it didn't go
Took a
over
little
so
bit
great.
too long, huh? Had a little too much time.
I thought it was hilarious until I rewatched it, and I'm like, oh my God. Take this down immediately.
That's funny. Oh,
So
man.
I saw earlier, I don't know that she's still here, but did anybody catch what's going on with Lady Metalhead? Something about a house fire.
She's got some friends. Some friends of hers had a house fire, and she went to help them out and rescued some fish for them, and is holding on to them.
I got you. Okay. I mean, it still sucks, but
It
Yeah.
does.
maybe it was their house, and I was like, geez.
There's been a lot of house fires happening lately. We just got a call this morning from my husband's cousin, a friend of my husband's from school. His house, or his parents' house, had just caught on fire, and there were a lot of losses, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It is.
Hate to hear it.
Yeah.
We have a local arsonist here where I live that they're just tired of the city not taking care of all the abandoned, basically buildings,
Right.
whether they're homes or they're, I mean, even downtown Rockford
Mhm.
is just littered with buildings that are abandoned and
Mm-hmm.
to
That's
rot,
such a shame.
basically. Yeah, and I mean, so they're just somebody's going around, or maybe it's multiple somebody's. I don't know, but they just go in, they light them on fire, and then they force the city to deal with it.
Oh,
Which
wow.
you know, it's
That's one way to go about it.
right, but
That
I
is a way.
mean, good Lord, I mean, you could really, it could go really horribly wrong.
It sure could.
Yeah.
It's weird. We just went over fire extinguisher safety and checked ours just a couple days ago and gave the kids a re-rundown on how to properly use it, and did find an expired one, so they got to pull the pin and operate it. And I mean, it still worked, but it technically
Right.
expired.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they're only good for 3 years. So
Yeah.
Depends
Or they have to get,
depends on where
recertified.
you. Yep. Depends on where you get it from, but they can last 10 to 15 years,
Oh, wow.
really?
and the size. Yep.
They have a racket here in Peru for the businesses. You have to renew your license every year for fire extinguishers.
Yep.
But you
Mhm.
have to buy new fire extinguishers every year.
Yeah,
Oh.
isn't that fun?
So,
We have to do that
yeah,
for our
yeah.
business here too.
Yeah, we have like 8 or 9 fire extinguishers here. So they're close to the kitchen, close to the
Mhm.
fish lab, the research labs, and
Right.
the offices and things. So every year we're going through lots of money just to replace those fire extinguishers that are still
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But what the
Mhm.
law says here in Peru.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, we have our yearly inspections, and I don't think it's every year we have to replace them, but at our storage facilities, there's at least 2 per building,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's a lot. So that's always fun when that happens,
Yeah.
having to replace all those.
Yeah. I've got a fire extinguisher in the fish room, but that's more for like safety than anything else. After I
Right.
watched Jason from Primetime Aquatics, he had I guess an episode about fish room safety, and a fire extinguisher was not on his list of things, but I was like, you know what, an electrical fire, there's a bunch of
Oh,
water around, I should probably have one.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got several around the house and out in the shed and
Mhm.
in the garage. We have, special fire extinguishers for grease fires, for grilling,
yeah.
if something were to happen. And to my
Mhm.
surprise, my youngest actually knew the difference.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah,
What about
I
the
high-fived her
16-year-old?
for that. Yeah. Mm-mm. Nope. The logic was not there. Love her dearly. She's so pretty.
She'll get it
She's
eventually.
really smart, actually. She's really book smart.
Mm-hmm.
Very
those
good
are the
in
ones you
school.
got to watch.
No, I'm gonna have to watch my little shit. She's the young one is the feisty one.
I like that about
No,
her, though.
they're both really great kids. Anna's very intelligent, very good with instruments. She's planning on being a music teacher, band teacher, when she
That'll be cool.
graduates college. So she's got her plans started, and she's working well towards it.
Excellent. Love
Yeah.
that for her.
I do
How
too.
old are your little ones? Are they teens?
16
Or are they,
and 8.
oh, so you got them on both
Yeah.
ends.
I do, yeah.
That means
Addie will be 9 on April 6th. So the day of the Quad City swap is her birthday.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right. You know what? I did remember you saying something about that because is it
Brian
Steph's birthday?
Teflon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I lost a house once. I still wonder where my fish were.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
Oh.
And I saw Daniel said that he's been through a couple house fires. I'm like, yikes. One is, the
One is
odds of
enough.
being right.
Yeah. I've never experienced one myself, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I've never been, been involved with one, but I did, one of my guys had to attempt, he was not successful, but there was a barn on fire that had horses in it that he
Oh,
ran in there, during work hours. He was just driving by in the truck and saw it on fire, and he ran in there and he saved as many as he could, but there was a lot of them that it just
Didn't
got
make
too
it.
hot, too fast.
yeah.
Mm,
I'm like, I can't even imagine.
yeah.
I can't either.
I was like, where are you going? We're not done yet.
Don't worry about that tank overflowing.
Yeah, I've been on a streak here where I haven't done it in a while, so I've been kind of watching.
We'll keep our fingers crossed for you.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
say, hey, knucklehead, they're getting close. Yeah, we at where we work, they only buy the extinguishers that go 3 years, and then they have to all get dumped. And
Hmm.
so we're like the UTVs and that kind of thing that we use.
Mhm.
And I would hate to see the bill that comes due every 3 years. I mean, because those things are not cheap.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, they're $60-$70. I think the last bunch I bought for one, and then if you have to
Mhm.
times that by 20 something.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
again, we also burn $3,000 in gas every year, or every month, every week. So
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I saw that you said you put on 247,000 miles on your work truck.
yep,
Good grief.
247,000. Yeah, and since I got it in 2020.
Wow.
Wow. That's nuts.
Yeah, so I
I
cover a
can't
lot of
drive that
area
much.
No.
from Iowa to Ohio. No, Indiana, not Ohio.
Wow.
Ohio would be too big. Then to
Yeah.
the Illinois,
Shoot.
Wisconsin border down. I don't know, like, are you familiar with 80? 80 kind of cuts through. Is it
Iowa.
88? No, 80. Yeah.
Well, 80 cuts through Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from like 80 to the Wisconsin border is my territory
Okay.
that I have to cover.
Oh, wow. That's gigantic.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm sure I missed this before, but what do you do with?
line clearance. We work for a company
Okay.
that clears the trees and brush from underneath
Gotcha.
the big power lines, not the ones that feed your
Yeah.
house, but the big towers, the big steel structures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, like,
My husband used
use
to
the
be
hip.
a lineman, and he always said he would never want that job climbing those towers.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I don't want any of those jobs. Just give me
No thanks.
I'll climb a tree. I know the tree's not going anywhere. Well, that's not true. They
Hopefully.
do occasionally fall down.
Yeah.
But when I got this job where I'm just driving around now, back then I was, 180 to 210 pounds. I could climb up anything. Now, like, I'm eating cheeseburgers and sitting in a truck.
Hmm.
Now
Yeah.
I pull the tree over if I just climbed up. It's down.
I highly doubt that, but
Hey, Whip, you still have our water going?
Yep, but it's not. It's still. I still got an inch
Okay.
before it gets up there. So
Okay, you take it to the limit, don't you?
I do. I don't want to hear the hang on the backs.
Okay.
Nope. Mhm.
Oh, so he came home to it on fire.
Ugh. That's got to be scary.
Oh, the closest to a house fire I've ever had was walking out into the garage while I was trying to, you know how like if you leave the grease in the bottom of a pan that's too long and it solidifies.
Yeah.
I threw it on the fire real quick just to get it loosened up so I could pour it into another container. And then I went out in the garage for 5 minutes and came back in, and there were 3-foot flames coming out of the pan.
wow.
Ugh.
Hey! See, this is how bad things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like overflow in your tank. You know,
Yeah.
this happens.
Speaking of it,
He's still got a bit.
yeah.
Just a little
Yeah.
minute.
Have a 1/4 inch left.
Yeah.
This one's hard because it's like a 1920s tank. I mean, it looks really good for that old, but it doesn't. You know,
It does.
It's
Yeah.
a 6-footer and they don't have any center bracing in there.
Ooh.
None?
None.
I'd be
That's
so
the way it was
nervous.
designed. I
Huh.
called a few people and they said that's the way they just used thicker glass back then.
Oh,
And
yeah.
What is it, like 3/4?
It doesn't look like it to me. It looks like a half to me, but
Ah,
I don't know. It doesn't look any thicker than my 210. But so yeah, I filled it up and I crossed my fingers and I let it sit here for about 6 months and it
Mhm.
didn't leak. So I figured, well, what the hell?
Might as well. Yeah. At least you tested it first.
Yeah, I always,
That's probably
especially
smart.
down here, if it doesn't spring a leak, because my 210 sprung a leak when I first got it, and I lost 2/3 of it. You know, I came
Oh.
home and it was only about 1/3 of it left in there, and the rest was all on the floor.
Yeah.
oh,
And it's a
Sure, that was
basement,
fun.
so it's
Yeah.
push it
Oof.
into the sump well and start all over.
Yeah.
that's something I wish I had in here was a floor drain. That'd be nice.
That would be
That's where
nice.
this is going. That's why I can be emptying while I'm
Mhm.
filling.
Mhm.
And that, to me, that just does a little bit more water. I mean, I might be getting some of the new water out too, but
Mhm.
if I put it on both ends, I figure I'm mostly getting the old water.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I just wish I had a basement. We don't have them where I live, so the soil's too, I guess, shifty or something. But I would turn the whole basement into a fish room if I could, if I had one.
That's
But-
basically.
If I was allowed, I would too.
I didn't do the whole one, but I do have a fairly significant sized section of the basement here.
Well, that's just
There's
when
a
you ask for
decent chunk of wall
forgiveness,
space.
right? Jodi?
No. No, I think I'd get in trouble for that one.
I'd talk to Mr. P for
Yeah.
you. I'd be like, it's okay.
Good luck.
It's fine.
Good luck.
Good luck.
He would come to see you.
I'll start with filling the rest of the walls in this room first and see if I explode into the other rooms.
Yeah, that's a good
Hi,
idea.
Skitty. I know you've been here a while, but
She's been there a while for sure.
yeah, she
Yeah.
just got around to saying hi. I guess I should say hello. Oops, what did I do?
The floor
You know, as
pretty-
humid as it is
Yeah,
in here, my mouth is so dry.
Oh,
I don't know what kind of plans you guys had, but I usually go 2 hours. If you guys can go 2, or if you need to bail, just let me know.
no,
You
I've
can
got
do
nothing
whatever.
else to do today except.
Okay.
The next thing I have is Jeff's auction tonight, so
Oh yeah.
I'm good.
All right.
And it's cold and crappy out here today. It's really hard to believe it was 75 yesterday, and it feels like a whopping 16 today.
Oh, that sucks. It's 65 here. If you want to.
Yeah, we didn't
go
get the
outside
snow
and
though, so that's
do
fine
some
with me.
some chores. I need to do.
Yeah,
so
we
much
didn't really
in
get
my backyard.
rain.
I would love some rain though. That'd be great.
I would love some rain. I would have gladly taken some rain, and we just didn't get it last night. And it was supposed to switch over to snow around 4 a.m. and I woke up to ice pellets at 4.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what? If I don't have to go move snow today, darn.
That's what we get. We just get like
Red last
hail,
night.
no snow ever.
It was just starting to
Yeah.
storm on us.
It's 83 and raining here, so
That's moist.
always 100% humidity, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it feels better with the rain than when it's not raining.
Yeah.
right. Well, if you get rain, that means you don't have much for sun, so it's
Yes,
Cooler.
It's worse when there's no clouds and it's 90 and 100% humidity.
It's my favorite number degrees.
40.
47.
Yeah, 47 degrees.
That's your
Yeah.
favorite
Yesterday,
number?
I think
yesterday
I
was
knew that,
amazing.
actually, I think I knew that was your favorite number. That's what you
Yeah.
always guess on primetime
Yep.
streams.
It's my youngest son's football number back in the day.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
He was number 47.
DSM.
What's DSM?
Don't
Something
say
something Metro.
J Rock.
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Maybe. Des Moines.
Oh?
So Sketty is another
That'd be my
Iowan.
best guess.
Oh,
Yes.
Des Moines.
Yes.
Sketty's
Okay.
definitely from Iowa. I met her. Sketty, when was that? That was that a year ago already? She
I think
and her
she
husband
would like to
and
forget
the little
that, Whip.
puppy dog.
Don't remind her of that. Okay?
That's funny.
Funny man. Cece's
46
here.
in Portland today. Yeah, it's been strange weather. Why my wife says in Portland.
Mhm.
And outside, they
Yeah.
had snow. They went to check on my daughter's house. Her and her wife just bought a house outside of Portland.
Mhm.
So they're moving.
Did you text her, or is she here? That I skipped over her name.
Who?
Your Mrs. Anthony.
No. She called me when we talked 3 times a day. Snow, then rain,
Snottville.
then sleet, then everything.
That's funny.
Next to Slipknotville. Is that a true
If
place?
you're going to put in the temperature, you got to put in the town
Where
or
you
the
are.
yeah, because and Melvin's here. Hey, Melvin.
Hey, Melvin.
Mel?
Well, apparently
Hoosier.
all the cool kids are in Iowa. That's
Hoosier.
what I heard.
That's what you heard.
From Indiana.
I missed what you said, Emily.
Oh, I said all the cool kids are in Iowa these
So
days.
is it
That's
you,
what I heard anyway.
Whip breaking up, or
What?
I think it's Doc.
Oh no, Doc.
You're from
You're going in like slow
it's in
motion.
slow-mo.
I think he's kidding. He's got to be kidding. Nope.
No.
no. Everybody was breaking up there, so I didn't hear anything. It could be because of the storm.
Could be.
Our
You were a
favorite-
little frozen
our
there,
favorite-
stuck in slow-mo.
Our favorite
Mhm.
Tesla buddy. We have Starlink here, so sometimes the storms do affect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, there's been something going on here too, because my internet will like freeze for just a second, where everybody's kind of like, and then it'll kick back on. That's what happened when you were telling the time that you were going to go.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
yeah.
crap, I missed it. Davo, sailing. Jesse
Davo.
made it.
Hey,
Hello,
Jesse.
we got this trains.
Geekster's here.
Keep
I'm sure I
going.
missed it.
Ooh, from the Netherlands. That's cool. I want to go there one day.
Another CC.
Oh,
did I mention
JT.
CC?
Hey, young man, JT.
Lumpy. Yep. JT, he's doing some good things.
Mm-hmm.
1.5
We-
Oscar. Good grief. That's gigantic.
How big mine was. Mine was,
Wow.
I measured it when it passed. It was 18, just a little over 18 inches.
Wow.
Ah,
You said-
that's huge.
You go just a
Mhm.
little over 18 inches. Did you put this up?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean,
I've taken a lot of blows to the head. I've taken a lot of blows.
we don't mean exaggerate, but that's a little bit of an exaggeration there, Will.
Just a touch.
Yep.
Did you shut your water off? Whip.
Yep, sure did.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're all
There it is
good.
on the other side now. Or no? I don't know.
What?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about I thought Whip changed the side of his siphon, but it just looks like he has 2 instead of 1.
Yeah, I
It
used
does.
2. One to empty, one to fill at the same time.
Yeah. That's
So
nice.
I turned this one off till it put rain in. I wouldn't have, because there's been plenty of times when I've forgot to turn that little toggle switch there. And then next thing I know, I have to fill it up again.
Yeah.
A lot of
It
blows
took me
to the head.
forever the other day to fill up. I last week, I guess, I was doing water changes and I kid you not, it took me like 4 hours not to drain the tanks, but to fill them back up. I think it's just because my water pressure is low, but that sucked. It's just
Yeah, we
like
have
sitting there waiting, and they're all tiny tanks, and so it's just like, okay, 10 gallons now, 10 more gallons, and it's just tedious to say the least.
We have terrible water pressure at our house. Sometimes it's great,
Yeah.
sometimes it's really slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so we have no right.
I will not complain.
Oh, hush with your 230 gallon tank over there.
Oh no, the pressure coming into the house is good, so I can't complain.
Yeah, jealous. But maybe if we swap out our regular pressure regulator, it'll fix itself. But I don't know how to do that, so might have to hire someone.
Or you could just move to Iowa and,
Yeah, in my guest house at your house. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the plan.
Oh, geez, they had to turn it down.
Yeah, she's on the other,
I don't know. I don't know about that. I would
us.
take the high pressure and just fill it all up all at once.
Yeah.
If I could
blow your
connect
fish right
to,
out of the
a
water.
fire hydrant, I would do that.
Mm-hmm.
You were locked up again, Anthony, Dr. Anthony.
Oh, really?
I don't know what you were saying, but you were like frozen doing the point thing.
No, I don't know. So if I lose you, it's not
That's
because
why?
I didn't kick you off. A jerk.
Step charge. Hey, buddy. Turn on the sink and it would be like a fire.
That would cause a few problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm waiting for our water heater to just die one day so that I can put a tankless water heater in the house. But
have you talked to anybody about that yet? Like a contractor or
no. Mm-mm.
I was actually talked out of that.
Really?
Well,
yeah, I was the guy that put in my furnace didn't even have anything to do with the water heaters. He's like, I wouldn't do that. He said, I did that, and I had it for about 8 years, and I had to get rid of it because it couldn't keep up.
Oh, really?
Most tankless water heaters don't.
Well, maybe just kidding. That's what I heard was I wanted like the instant hot water, but if it sucks, then maybe not.
I would look into it. Maybe, this was.
Maybe it'd be all right for you and Maria, just the two of you.
Yeah.
Although if you're
doing tankless from the U.S. to install it here at the research center, so our dorms, it gives us plenty of hot water, so I have no complaints with tankless.
So you have tankless, or you have the? See, there you go. I mean, this was back when we put this water heater in. Was at least 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago now.
Yeah.
It was definitely more than that because Miles was still with us. So yeah, it was pre-2020. So I mean, things get better all the time. They keep working.
Oh, sure.
Things. Hey, Eric.
You're right.
So when my fish room, I'm going to install a little electric wall unit. The small on-demand units because, like Kenny said, especially during the wintertime, water coming out of the faucet, man, it's about 40 degrees. So if I do a water change in the warm room, which is going to be kept at about 80, that would be a shock to the fish.
I don't think the discus would like that.
Maybe get them to spawn though, but 70, not 50 or 40, sure.
Yeah, that'd be a little chilly.
Is Lefty here? Hey, Left.
I don't. Is that you think that's Lefty?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Should be. No one else should do a Lefty. Lefty 3484 or something like that.
Yeah, that's him. Lefty changed his name a little bit, but kept the logo the same. I can't read it's too small. read the numbers, but
Hey, Eric Wyrock is here.
he is.
What's up, dude?
Why?
Seen Jesse type my name about 6 different times now. So,
Yeah,
hey,
but he
Jesse.
keeps adding the E. Why is he adding an E?
I don't know.
I mean, it's right
For
there.
funsies. Hi.
Anybody got any questions for these two ladies?
Yeah, ask away.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
got
an open book.
50
I am
minutes
ready.
to fill.
Oh yeah.
I hate our hot water heater. At this point, I'd rather just go with a wood fire. Those can work too. But if you want to be throwing wood in there all the time, that's the problem.
Yeah,
true.
that's
There's
okay
work
until
involved.
winter when it's stupid outside.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Butter Girl's here.
No way.
Yep.
And J Rock had one at his last house. They liked it. So yeah. Maybe I should look into it again too, because I was really hoping to get one of those so that I didn't run out of water all the time. Because when you're dealing with, I don't have as many tanks as you guys, but I have big tanks.
Yeah.
So if I do the 210 and then the 150 and the 120, then I'm sitting for a while,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because now
Yep.
I have to wait for the hot water to get hot again.
Mm-hmm.
And now my water for my tanks doesn't even go through my water heaters because that's all softened water.
Yeah.
I turn
So
myself
So my water
off.
is mine. My well water is the only hard water line I have available is before it hits the softener. It's not bypassing it.
Mm.
You know, it's before the softener even is used. So the water comes in at 50 degrees, and that's quite cold for most fish. So we've got a couple of 40-gallon totes that we keep down here as holding tanks. So we just have to be strategic with our water changes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you heat that or do you just let it go room temp?
I just let it sit overnight and go room temp or close to. So as long as it gets to 70 degrees, then I'm fine with it. Or maybe even 68, depending on which tank it's going into.
You guys heat your tanks or do you heat the room?
I only have 2 tanks that are actually being heated. Otherwise, this room has in-floor heat. This room was an addition. A few years back, we had actually a fairly good amount of snow and then 4 inches of rain. Washed a lot of things out, took out our retaining wall on the back side of the house that the patio was surrounded by.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of going back with something that was going to fail again, we poured 4 walls, a floor, and a ceiling.
Nice.
Yep, that's good.
But yeah.
Yeah.
My fish room I heat it with my dehumidifier, so it works out.
Yep.
And I've got like especially for like the discus, I've got like heaters in there. And in some of the fish room tanks, I have heaters, but like as a backup, like just in case the water goes down too low, like for guppies and things like that. But yeah, for the most part, I just heat the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to watch you there, boy.
Yeah, don't write such long, chats. They wouldn't go silent while we're reading it.
Yeah, right. That's me. I run out of font space all the time
Mm-hmm.
because I'm too long-winded when I'm typing all the time. I kept the PFP. Yeah, I can kind of almost see it, but it's like literally this big, like 18. It's like 18 inches.
Yeah, 18 inches. That's about
Yeah, I was like, this 18?
I'm here. I'm weird. Get used to it. There she is. Lake to land.
Jack, I have 40 tanks or so down here in the fish room, and then 3 upstairs.
Dude, you're gonna have to go back and rewatch it, Jack.
What
We talked about that
Band-Aids
already.
on my fish. What's that mean? I don't know what Band-Aids are. I know what Band-Aids are, but I don't know how you use them on fish.
Yeah, no, I think Jesse might have hit his head.
He needs a Band-Aid on his head.
Hey, Mike.
I had one a few days ago, but it was propane, and I'm on natural gas. I was so bummed, almost had one for free. Free is always good, but it has to work, or it's no,
Yep.
you know,
Mhm,
then
that's
it's
true.
nothing but a drain on available space. Oh, all these long-winded ones, knocking over 5 gallons. He wanted to tell me. My kitty knocked it over. Yeah, a 5-gallon bucket? I don't think so. Unless it's a cougar.
Oh, have fun at the birthday party, Eric. I
Oh,
hope
is Eric leaving us
his birthday
already?
party.
Swiffle's here. Mitty Mac. Hey, Mitty. I just saw Mitty in Ben Ochart's stream earlier today. So
I wanted to watch that one today. I missed it though.
he was busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to be sitting on your butt for 2 hours and trying to get all your chores done. Oh, we lost Dr.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh no.
no, there he goes.
Okay, now we can talk trash about him.
Oh gosh, that Dr. Fish.
Mhm.
Do I have duckweed in my hair? That would be.
I mean,
Gotta
that's
put your hair in a
an
pony.
everyday occurrence for me. Probably it just gets in there.
Yep, all the time.
Yeah, I definitely combed some out earlier.
Hey, it's gotta have like protein or something, right? Like something good's gotta come
Yeah.
out of duckweed.
I'm sure.
What are you guys using for? I just Mitty says aqua clears for the win. Basically, is what
Oh,
he
for the
said.
quietest.
What do you guys like the best? What's your go-to? If you even use them, you might be
Oh
sponges
yeah.
for them.
I mean, aqua clears are a pain in the ass if the power goes out. I literally have to go into the fish room and slap them to get them to start the impeller to start working again. But lately I've gotten a few of the Tetra HOBs, the ones at I think like Petco and Chewy that are like $15. And those are super quiet as long as the water line doesn't go down too far. And they have the motor in the tank itself, and so it won't overflow, which I have a problem with the aqua clears because I use filter floss, and if that gets clogged up too much, it'll overflow, which
The
is why I don't
backside,
like
right?
those.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the two that I use most of the time.
How about you?
I'm sorry. I was hiding a yawn. I sit down, I get tired. I don't actually have any HOBs. I'm
None at all.
mostly just no. I have sponge filters and a couple canisters.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I like HOBs for clearing up the water. I mean, I stuff them full of filter floss, and that's what I use them for. But like most of them have sponge filters in them. But for clearing up the water,
I don't.
like,
I'm not a fan of the sponge. It's ugly and it doesn't do a very good job of keeping the particulates out for me.
Yeah.
You know, I get a lot of stuff floating if I
Right.
just use
Mhm.
the sponge.
If I use the large pore sponges, that'll happen a lot unless the pressure is enough from the pump. I find that like I really need the fine pore sponges to get any of the particulates out, and even that's not good enough sometimes. So, but I like the bubbles that come with the sponge filter. So that's my
That's what I
preference.
use them for. That's the primary reason, because I do
Yeah.
have them in every tank, but
Uh-huh.
they are just there to prevent another tragedy. Because I don't know
Yeah.
how much you guys have listened to my dumbass story where I killed half my 75 by doing a water change and forgetting to turn the
Yep.
filtration back on. And I
Mhm.
said, that'll never
Oh.
happen again. And then on New Year's Eve, I did a water change on my arowana tank, and I forgot to put the filtration back on. And for the second time, I said, that will never happen again. And then
Yeah.
the third time it happened, I said, okay, we're going to have to actually follow through with the that'll never happen again. And I
Yeah.
put
Right.
sponge filters all on their own system. All, you know, they plug right into the wall. They're not
Mhm.
on the toggle switch that turns everything else off. So even if I
Mhm.
forget, there's at least something.
Something
Uh,
going. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It shouldn't kill everything off. So
I mean, maybe I'm paranoid, but I've got most of my sponge filters hooked up to the co-op backup battery pumps. And I keep those plugged in. So most of the time they're just going off normal power. But like if I ever lose power, like in a storm or something, which happens all the time, I don't have to worry about, you know, at least a lack of oxygen. Maybe the temperature will go down, but I mean, one stressor is fine, but two, it would be
right.
bad.
And to be honest with you, like you, we lose
Mhm.
power quite often.
Yeah.
So I just I finally bit the bullet and I paid an electrician to come in and hook up the quick connect so I
Uh-huh.
can just plug in a generator
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then I don't have to worry about cords or any of that crap. I
Mhm.
lose power, I plug it in, I flip the switch, and everything is
That's
on again.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
it's so much less stress on me and the fish.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, when you lose power for 3 days,
Yeah. That's
your
rough.
fish are not going to survive that if you don't
Yeah.
have some way of at least putting air in there.
Yeah. It's true. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do like a matin filter though. I want to put a matin filter in my angel tanks that have pairs in them, so that the flow is less and
Yeah.
not crazy, but they still have benefits of all the sponge.
I've been doing this a long time. I've never tried the matin.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these days, if I ever have a tank small enough to put it in.
I was about to say you've got big tanks. That'd be silly to have a matin filter, but you could.
In
Yeah.
these, but yeah. I mean, I've been toying with the idea of I have a room over here that's just for a catch-all with all the
Mhm.
boxes and
Yeah.
miscellaneous fish crap that you don't
You
want to
mean
throw
like my
away
guest
because you
room?
might need it.
Yeah.
Just turn that into it's like a 7 by 5 room. Turn
Mhm.
that into like a small fish tank. How do you want to word that? Just multiple small, like 10s or 20s or something.
Yeah.
Um,
I like a
Mhm.
little breeding rack or something.
yeah, right.
Something.
Or just grow out, or not grow out,
Yeah.
but like quarantine, or if they
Mhm.
breed. Like my Petricola bred
Mhm.
while they were in quarantine.
Oh,
So
that's
now
fun.
I have 10,000 babies in there, and
Mhm.
I can't bring anything else new in because
Because you got
I don't
babies
want
in
to.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't want to expose the babies to something freaky.
True. Yeah. It's a valid
I don't.
concern.
Although I have no idea what I'm going to do with them all, to be honest with you.
Well, who cares? You have babies. You'll figure it
Yeah,
out
right.
later. Oh yeah, I
MC
bet.
for sponge filter. Yeah,
So he was saying matins are nice, but if you ever clean them, they make a bigger mess than sponge filters, and I can absolutely see that.
yep.
It'd be a pain to clean.
Box
Yeah.
filters. That's going old school, but so is under gravel, for that matter.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah. Well, I think a bunch of people are starting to use box filters with shrimp. So at
Although I
least
don't know why,
that's what I've
because I
seen
mean,
anyway.
don't the shrimp like to pick off the get up
Yeah,
on
I mean,
there?
I've got shrimp all over my sponge filters, but
Yeah, I
I
don't know why you would want to
some
box it
people
up
like having the mess contained, I guess, when they pull it out to clean it.
without the all the trouble. I know you can do it
Yeah.
without getting a mess. I think Corey from the co-op has
Oh
often
yeah, I don't
would
bother.
wrap the
I just
bag
let it get
around.
dirty. Just
Yeah,
pull it
that's
out
what I
real
would do.
fast. Yeah.
I do that with all my tanks. I don't, when you
Mhm.
first plug in your hang on the back and it
Yeah.
burps up, that.
All that nasty. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah,
I
it'll be
just
gone
don't
in,
look
in a
at it. If I
while.
don't see it, it doesn't exist. I threw my flu balls after waking up to a soaking wet floor and rug. Oh, that sucks. Yeesh.
Who said that? But not got there
Oh,
yet.
Mary Oliver. She had
Oh,
some overflow, it sounds like.
that happens. I can never remember what the brand is. They're no longer making that particular model. But I have
Mhm.
the Aqua Clear 110s. I have the Tidal 110s, and I think it's
Mhm.
Aqua Top. But I wouldn't like bet money on that. But anyway,
Yeah.
it likes to overflow the backside.
Yeah, I hate
Uh,
that. It's the biggest pain.
and I
But
guess it's on me because I'm not cleaning them often enough.
well,
But,
sure, but like you've got to, as a company, you've got to have something that like in place for it to not completely ruin people's floors if something overflows. But
right.
that's just me.
You said your Aqua Clears do that though. I've never had my Aqua Clear overflow through
Oh
off the
yeah.
backside.
Well, I mean, I have them facing forward a bit, but I stuff those things so full of filter floss that like it just and once it gets clogged up to a point, it'll overflow. But usually I stay on top of it more than that. But sometimes it just happens. That's why I'm grateful for tile floors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, my tile floor, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, is starting to come up
Oh
just because I
no.
have overflowed so many different times.
Yeah.
So, and then what's um, not overflow, not pulling up is still down so hard that
Mhm.
I can't get it up even if I wanted to, Well, that
Yeah.
sounds. Nobody clip that. Nobody clip that.
Or whip.
I'll have to go back and edit that. Even the wife is like, what?
Oh man. I know. I want to plug that auction, Jeff Pelham Aquatics. I want
Yep.
to see what that's about.
That's tonight, right?
I had to double check. Yeah, I had to
Yeah,
double check and
tonight
make sure I was
it's
subscribed.
7.
7 our time. I can say our time because we're all
I
on.
think
Yeah,
so.
we're all central.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
finally.
think it's 7 Central.
Oh my gosh. All the streams and stuff that are on a completely different time zone, it totally screws with my brain.
Right.
I rely heavily on notifications to remind me when somebody's on.
When it works, right?
When it works, yeah.
It
Yeah.
generally works 90% of the time.
80% of the time, 100%
It works every
of the time.
Ooh, Skipper's Aquarium is on his way home from a swap. I wonder if he got anything good.
I know he's not up on my stream like he's supposed to be. Jerk face. How dare you go to a swap instead of stream with me?
Well, that's
Why not
important.
do both?
He was probably helping out. That's what he does.
Yeah.
J&N's
Is Dee
here.
here?
Hey, Jeremy.
How is everyone?
Peachy.
Oh, she is here, or she was here
Miss
3
Dee.
minutes ago. Look at that.
We're up to
Basically
42
like a
people. You guys
celebrity
are
comes
popular.
and sees us. I feel popular. Whenever Dee says hi, I'm like, oh, she found me.
All the Aqua Clears I had. The doctor has made it back.
He's back and he's in the mountains.
Yay.
Those are looking out of the airplane 10 minutes from landing in the Portland airport.
Ooh,
Wow.
very pretty.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was when we flew back in early February.
Oh.
So go back to your talk. Just ignore me.
We were just kind of rambling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yep, that's kind of what we do here.
that's what I'm
Like
good
I
at.
said, chill and relax. It's, we don't really have anything to show about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
So for those of you who weren't here at the beginning, we're going to be doing, not we, Jodi and Emily are going to be doing a stream of their own Thursday at
Yes.
3.
Correct.
This first
starting
Thursday is undetermined yet.
Yeah, we're not
Thursday.
sure about when it's going to start. Thursday at 3 Central. There we go.
Yeah.
Central.
Time.
PM.
PM.
Much to
Yeah,
my
that was
dismay,
something
3
that Stephen
a.m.
had
sounds
asked for.
fun.
You'd be awake though, Jodi. I'd be awake
I would.
sometimes.
I'd be just getting up.
Yeah.
Well, perfect. You can join. That's when I get up to.
Yeah, right, as I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep me awake.
Get up at 3 o'clock. Most of the times I'm just barely in bed by 3.
Oh
Oh,
man.
yeah,
I
Sometimes-
can't hang
sometimes
with
I
the cool
can't
kids.
sleep.
I go to bed early.
Yeah.
Well,
More often than not, I do too, just
I'm an
because I'm up so
insomniac,
early.
so I can't sleep.
I'm not. Trade you.
It's worse when you get old.
It does, Dee Dee.
Oh, there we go.
It's a smart calendar. It just links
It's
to
smart
whatever
that
you're.
way.
But you have to remember to go there to see. If you're just listening to a live stream when people are telling you what time they're going on, they don't always tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, is someone backstage?
Nope. Yep.
No. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
see,
Is it Skipper?
it's a good thing you said something because they are actually below the screen.
Yeah,
you know,
we just got a private chat. That's why.
There we
All
go.
right, listen here, you little
Hi, Skipper.
hello. I can't stay long enough for her to come up and give Whip some shit because he was talking it.
You get anything good?
Well, yeah, I did get a new Pleco that I've been looking for.
Ooh.
It was a
Which one?
L519. The honeycomb
Nice.
Pleco.
For the stupid people in the chat, what is that?
I just said it.
Honeycomb Pleco.
Honeycomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
From
honeycomb.
Brazil and Bolivia.
And no, I wasn't helping. I don't do that anymore. But I went down there and spent money.
Oh, this is the one where you and Latoya and Laura and all I can't even remember. What did Jason and Fishymon go?
Jason Kirk. Yeah. All right. I better use screen names. Depths Unknown. Fishymon. Big Steve was there.
Big Steve?
L2L, LJ Shrimp. Oh man, I forgot her name.
Latoya.
Looney Tune. Looney
Looney what?
Tune was there.
Oh,
Her
Looney.
name's Looney. Yeah,
Yeah,
Looney.
yeah. Gotcha.
It was good. Good to get to see everybody again. Now I got to drive about another hour and a half before I get home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's about what my trips are when I go to the swaps too. It's. I could have gone today, and I just didn't want to push it, because I wanted to make sure I was home on time to do this. But they got the small one that's in Joliet, which is just south of Chicago. But that's like an hour and 40 minutes away, and I probably wasn't going to buy anything because my quarantine tanks are currently filled.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I'm just going to eliminate the temptation and not go.
Well, I
Or you
got a
could just
question.
get another tank.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Saying.
Well, I got a question for you guys. With your swaps, like, there's a lot of like the people that's in it. Do they do like pre-orders?
Jason and Joanna from Primetime Aquatics do. but I don't know about. I'm not tight enough with anybody else to know for sure. Probably though. I don't know if they pay for it. I'm like I asked on Facebook. You know how they advertise on Facebook sometimes.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to have this specific type of fish? And somebody said, yeah, I've got them. I don't usually bring them because everybody has them. Like out here, multi-fasciata, you know, the Shellys.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's got Shellys out here. I mean, you can't give them away. There's so many of them out here. And the same with the daffodils, which are a type of Burchardi. So I'm like, I need those though. They're Lake
Tanganyika fish.
And I said I need them. He said, all right, well, I'll bring them. And so I paid for them, and he brought them, which was cool. I mean, but Jason and Joanna do it.
Yeah.
They do it through a website, so you can, you know, it's all official.
Yeah. Well, what a lot of them do here with this swap and at the CCY swap, you know, the two clubs that deal with the Clash, is you go into their Facebook page and they'll give you a list of vendors that's going to be there. And you can go to the vendor's Facebook page, like if they have a store one or whatever, and they'll post what they're bringing. So what I did was there was a couple things that I knew that I wanted. Like I pre-ordered off the Small World Aquatics. She had some L397s for $25. So I told her I wanted two of them, and I paid for them before I, went down. And she handed them to me when I got there. Because I'm telling you, the people, wow, there's a lot of people in.
Yeah, they'll disappear in a hurry if you don't.
Yeah, they flood the table. So it was nice to be able to do that. But, I did it with her. I did it with Jesse, just one more fish. And then a couple of the other people that I know very well, Fish Rumor and Fish for You, Dylan, they just held them for me when I got down there.
Nice.
I do love a pre-sale though. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes everything a lot less stressful. You don't have to be there, 3 minutes before, and waiting in line, just to make sure you get the fish that you want, because you've already got it. You just
Plus, I feel like you can go in prepared. You have like the right bag, the right size,
right?
Whatever you need. So yeah, I like that.
Yep. And you know what what the thing is coming home. Yeah, you had a question, just so you know.
Yeah, the joy of fish keeping. This is my 5-gallon desk tank.
The biggest 5-gallon I've ever seen.
Yep.
I know, it's a huge 5-gallon.
Yeah. But it's probably my favorite tank and the one that looks the most complete anyway. So I just keep some tiger teddies in there. I think I've got a couple Histatus cories, but nothing fancy.
Tiger teddies? What are tiger teddies?
They're like a super tiny live bear. So I only get like maybe an inch-ish, maybe. But yeah.
Aren't those care species?
Tiger teddies? I'm not sure, actually. They might be, but the only care species that I know for sure that I have are the Pseudomygil melis. So I don't know about the tiger teddies, but I love them. They're prolific and super cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tiger teddy live bear.
Yep.
Jose had a question for Jodi too, but are you talking about their upcoming collaboration, or do you have your own stream going on? Do you normally stream on your own?
No, it'll be me and Emily together.
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe you had been doing your own thing prior.
No, only just joining others.
Yeah.
So 3:00 Thursdays.
Yep.
PM.
Date, start date to be determined.
Correct.
But soonish.
Soonish, yes.
Ish.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Really, all you have to do is get together, hit the like or the start button, and
No.
I mean, especially if you're not going to be doing the whole scripted crap.
Oh no. I don't think
Yeah.
that would be
No.
nearly as funny. Like some of our conversations are great. That so great in fact that the people need to know about them. So here we are. That's why we started.
Yeah.
I would. I don't. I've always struggled with the time. How long you should go. Like an
Yeah.
hour seems too short. I remember when I
Mhm.
first started, and I saw my first live stream in the hopper, and I
Mhm.
clicked on it. And I'm like, hour and a half. Who's gonna watch that?
Yeah.
Where's the 10-minute ones? And now I'm like, you just get on and get talking, and an hour is come and
Yeah.
gone.
Oh
You
yeah.
know,
Sometimes 2 hours seems like, okay, now we're just kind of waiting for time to pass.
Whip
Yeah.
Thursday nights was over 3 hours. You know that.
Wow.
What?
That's
Thursday
crazy.
night's live stream we did was over 3 hours.
Glad I went to bed.
Yes. Yeah. That was. We were just.
I'd have never made it to work.
Yes.
I feel like I would have needed
That's
a
why
bathroom
I
break at
do
that
it
point.
when you have to work. When you have to work and I don't,
Yeah.
I can go, and then I don't have to worry about getting up in the morning. But if we're both working on Friday, then that show is going to be on pushback for another week.
Well, next week it'll be me off the next 2 Fridays.
You are? Excellent.
Yeah.
That's good because I'm probably about out of time with my StreamYard, the free stuff. So, because I keep going these ridiculously long streams.
I mean, honestly though, like I love putting an old live stream on while I'm working in the fish room and just listen to people while I'm working. It makes everything go by so much faster. But I'm all about
Yeah.
long form content. So personal
Yeah, I do that
preference.
too when I'm down here because there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Especially me, if I get to doing anything with a lot of moving parts or pieces, I'm like, I'll get too
Mhm.
involved, and the next thing you know, I hear water hitting the floor, and I'm like, son of a!
Yeah.
I did it again.
Exactly.
So Skipper Pep does the pre-order stuff too.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, you're driving, so you probably can't see chat, but that's what he said.
Yeah.
No, I do not have chat up. No, that's a good idea that they do that because then they already know they know some of the money that they're already making instead of them having to worry about, am I going to make anything or not?
Right. Well, most of them around here, I think they do pretty all right. I mean, I don't see a lot of stuff going home because they don't overkill, they don't oversaturate the like if you go every single weekend
Mhm.
or once a month even, people are gonna quit coming after a while because they've got
Yeah.
what they need. But they do it a couple times in the spring and a couple times in the fall, and it's always crazy busy. Like,
Mhm.
Jodi, have you made it to the Quad City at all, ever?
No, this will be my first one coming up here.
Yeah. So if you're
Ooh.
there, if if you're there when they open, you'll see it's a little bit crazy. I mean, it is
Yeah.
2,000 or
I
3,000
heard it's like a
people.
little mad dash.
Yep. And for about an hour and a half, it's
Ugh.
madness, and then
That
it
sounds
kind of
like an anxiety fest. That made me too
Yeah, a
nervous.
little bit.
I'd want to see all the things and like buy everything, but yeah. I don't know if I'd do very well at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually
They
go
are
in
in a
early.
bigger building this year too. So maybe
Oh.
that'll help a little.
Yeah.
Although I mean, their area that they use is not small. I mean, it's not like it's cramped in
Right.
there. It's just a lot of people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And it was I don't know what they were using that for, but there's a bar in there and everything for those of us
Mhm.
that enjoy a
Mm.
adult beverage from time to time.
And a beverage, yes.
Yeah.
Do they have
I-
those at the Keystone Clash? Is there a bar or no?
There is, but it's up on it's like in the hotel room or
Oh,
the
okay.
hotel space, which is,
Yeah.
it's not like you have to walk very far, but it's
Yeah.
the venue, and then
Gotcha.
If you're going, bring your own. Okay,
yes,
because it's expensive.
money.
Yeah.
It is expensive. You can walk around with a Stanley cup that's going right now. It ain't no Yetis anymore. It's Stanleys.
No,
But you
get
can
it.
walk
No.
around with it.
It's always
Yeah.
a Yeti for me. Always a
Yeah,
Yeti.
so you can walk around with that, and nobody's gonna say nothing. So
Yeah.
just a little insider tip.
Keep that in mind.
That's what we're gonna do, or I'm going to do. My wife doesn't really drink all that much, which is good
Yeah.
for me. So I can get to
You
and
always have a
from.
DD.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how it works
Well,
for me.
another thing this year, if you're going, they're not going to have the hospitality room like they used to. So you have to
Oh.
pay. They're going to have the hospitality room, but inside the bar, you got to pay for it now. It's not free.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just too hard, and they wanted us. Are we getting an actual bartender now?
Yes.
They were trying to make us
real
do a
one?
bartender last year.
So they did. I think what you find out, and I'm not on this planning side anymore, but I know from like what my wife does for a living, they probably got a new event coordinator in that hotel that is pushing the rule that you have to get it through them now. I mean, if they were in chat right now, they'd be able to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, Dee Dee says certain Clash tickets include hospitality room and 3 drinks from the bar, from the
Right.
hotel bar. I mean.
But it's only a
I wonder
couple,
if mine
right?
includes that. I'll have to look.
Free.
Sorry. Pevlin said the Clash Platinum tickets come with a free lap dance from Scotty.
Skipper
No
will buy that
comment.
one. Skipper will get that
Yeah,
one for
right.
sure.
Not at all. No. No, you get him drunk enough, you probably won't have to give him money.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, we've only got
Right.
like 12 minutes left. Do you guys have anything last minute information you want to give out? Are you going to
I'm
leave?
I'm about to go through tunnel on the turnpike, so I got to drop down. So I'm going to
Okay.
lose you.
Okay.
So it's nice to see
See you,
everybody.
Skip.
Nice to meet Jodi and Emily. I will see you guys later.
All
Sounds
right.
good. See ya.
Have you guys thought of what your name of your live stream is going to be? That was in chat. I mean, I don't know if you've talked about
Oh.
you're going to actually have a name
Um,
like Dumb and Dumber.
Well, we kind of came up with something. I'm not sure if it's permanent yet, but we did come up with Planted and Enchanted.
Ooh,
but-
I like that. That's
I'm
good.
not we're not completely sold on it yet, but like the
Yeah.
intro, the intro video has that as its title, so I'll go with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you guys do an IM? One of those IA things that like Foxy does?
Oh, like
Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
mine's not nearly as fancy as Foxy and Dee Dee's, but I did come up with something, so it'll be a little interesting at least. Something to watch at the beginning.
I'm 4 years into this, and I still haven't got that worked out yet.
Oh man.
I was trying to hire a band to give me like 45 seconds of recording, and
Yeah.
I've gone through 3 of them because they've all like, oh yeah, we'll do that for you, and then just
And
never
then nothing.
happened. Yeah,
Rude.
I know, right?
That's
And I
unfortunate.
don't even need words. I just wanted a beat.
I just want a little bit of a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you're way behind there.
I know.
No, not too far. Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I am.
You're 2 Ricos
We're gonna
behind.
skip ahead. That's the Gigi. Dee Dee. I swear I haven't been drinking.
It stays in your system. That's all.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
the reserve in there.
So you're caught up for me. I mean, I can't tell. So
Yeah.
as far as I know, you're at the top.
Poor Jodi.
We are caught up. So if y'all said something that needs to be addressed, say it again. But yeah, we're down to 10 minutes. So whatever you're going to say it
Oh
fast.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I don't have any other questions. Doc, you have any questions you wanted to ask?
Nope.
Okay.
M&C, you do your own video too, right? You must have made up that whatever that thing is that you have going on. I don't
Yeah.
even know how to do any of that. Like I see now where StreamYard has a spot when you hit the first start your stream where
Yeah.
you can put the thing in there. So
Yeah.
now I just need to figure out how to get it in there.
You have to figure
Yeah, I
out
think
how to
ours.
get it in
I think
there.
it's like
huh?
30 seconds or something. It's not that long.
Right. And I mean, that's really all you want. I know there's some people like have 3-minute long ones. I'm like, yeah, you're going to lose half your audience before your intro's done. Although lately, I mean, I don't know if it's that way for everybody because obviously I'm not in every stream, but mine usually takes a while to build. Like I'll have 2 to 5,
The
you know,
flash
and then
went by.
what? Huh?
You didn't
Oh,
see the
yeah.
flash go by her?
I did
Yeah,
not.
she was super, super fast. It was a blur. I don't know how you didn't
Yeah,
see it.
yeah. You just had to make an appearance, huh?
Uh-huh. She's like, I gotta get on camera.
Yeah, but Dee Dee, I need you to show me how to make the people like you do. I've already
Hey,
got
Hey, I
a.
thought you made those fancy videos.
M&C said it takes him 3 minutes to make an intro. Come teach
Yeah.
me.
Me too, please.
I'm full of clippable one-liners today. Yeah, now I don't know what I said that last time, but you're right. I made our intro 2 minutes to give people time to. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like my build-up usually is a kind of a slow burn. So like we're up to 43 now, but we were at 5 and 7 for a good probably 5 or 10 minutes there when we first started up.
Is
Birthday twin.
Emily planted Jodi's last name?
CapCut. Is that what you use, CapCut?
I've used CapCut before, but I don't think that's what I used this time. Actually, no, I might have used that. I just know I used CapCut and Canva. Those are the 2 things that I know the best anyway. So, yep.
Yeah, I wanted because I know you guys are doing like lyrics that you kind of come up with, or maybe you just give them an idea what you want them to say.
Oh, I know. Like Stephen P does that. At least I know him.
So does either Dee Dee or Foxy, which whoever's making those.
But I think that's they use like AI and stuff. I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure I could learn.
As soon as that came out of my mouth, I was like, "Yeah, brother."
It happens.
Open mouth, say words.
Dee Dee is the queen of clipping. Yes, I'm sure you'll have your own little clip on their next live stream.
Sorry, bad day.
Hi.
Hey, you.
Hey, Addie, what's up?
See Emily?
Oh, she can't hear.
Yeah.
No, she can't. I have a headset on. But
Say all the bad words.
Yeah, Whip up in the corner, Doc Anthony up in the right-hand corner, us down here, and then Emily.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay.
when are we gonna get some axolotls?
Well, we get more axolotl. We get an axolotl when we go to see Roxanne and Brian, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's off.
Yeah.
Aquarium Adventures does.
Little Jodi, that's what I call her.
She is. Hi, little Jodi. She is sweet.
Nice. Well, I mean, we're just kind of staring at each other now. So
Yeah,
we
no, I was
probably
reading
ended
the
up-
chat.
Yeah, I was reading what keeps popping up too.
Oh yeah.
That's my only form of reading I get to do on here.
Yeah. Yeah, when you said you're on your phone, that's the worst when it comes to the chat, which we already talked about.
Yeah.
2 hours
Yeah.
ago. So people.
What happened to your tablet?
Yeah.
Well, you
isn't
see,
that-
I walked downstairs without it.
yeah, that could put a damper on things.
Yep. I could have gone up and gotten it in the last 2 hours.
Well, I mean, you have a little messenger there.
I do, but there's only a few minutes left, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
better luck next time.
Next time. Yeah, when you're streaming yourself, you definitely do you have like a PC or how are you going to do that? Are you going to do it from like a different room? I think you were saying that you have internet upstairs, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can get it down here too, but I've sat in front of my 230, the display upstairs for a few of them, and I've been down here for a few of them, and I'm just closer to the fish room door right now, so it works out a little bit better. Otherwise, if I go too far behind me, it gets a little spotty, and that wouldn't work as well.
Yeah.
Hey, make them.
Oh, they can.
He's having auction tomorrow. So many nice species. Yeah. That's why I didn't go. That's one of the main reasons I didn't go. I mean, it was also a push for time. We're going to Tennessee tomorrow. I have a lot of things to do to get ready for that. Load the truck up and everything. And I'm like, the last thing I should be doing is going to a swap, getting more fish,
I'm telling you, a new tank is the
That's
answer.
a lot of self-restraint.
Yeah, you got way more than I do.
Yep.
Names are changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah.
Not if everybody already knows them. It's funny though.
I missed it.
Oh, Dee Dee was saying the names in her videos are changed to protect the innocent. Some of those videos are not so innocent, Dee Dee.
For sure.
Yeah. They always make me laugh though.
Asia.
Ooh,
Sitting
I
in
want
the
some more
yard trying
tubs.
to fight the urge to go buy more tubs. Do
I
you guys
need more
tub at
tubs.
all? Are you guys
I want
tubbing?
to. I fully intend to this summer,
Same.
but I don't have the tubs yet.
I've got I think it's 150 gallon in the opposite corner of me that's going to raise some baby chicks in this room for 6 weeks before they go outside. And then it'll be a pond. And we also have a 500 gallon water tote that has a leak in the valve, so it's going to get cut. And I'll use one part as a tub. And we'll see if we fix the valve where the leak is at on the other one. It could also be used for a tub.
Yeah. Nice.
Mhm.
Oh, and for chickens.
That too. But I think after these, it'll probably be a while before we get any more chickens. That'll put us at 11. And the hen house can hold 16 comfortably, but no more than that. I don't want to cramp them at all.
We'll just buy them another house.
I made that one though.
or make them one. Make a side edition like my side
see.
house was on yours. That'll be perfect.
Yeah.
I would just, if I could, I would have so
you
many
find-
chickens. But
Do you find
can't.
that
I do love them.
16 chickens or whatever you said you had, is that enough for you? Do they produce enough?
Well, we have 4 right now. I've got 7 more coming next week. And I'd say 4, in the summer when they're laying 4 every day is enough to be, sustainable for just us 4.
Mhm.
In the wintertime, they only slowed down to 3 of them were laying every day at a time anyway. So we just got 4 eggs for the last few days in a row again, as the temperatures are warming back up. But they've been really, really productive, which I was surprised about because I expected them to slow way down in the wintertime, especially with how cold it gets here. But they've done really well. But I feed them a lot. They get a lot of snacks. And I get chewed out if I go to the hen house and there's no snacks. They let me know they're disappointed. But no, I think, we'll get 7 more, and in about 6 months or so, we'll be able to share with family and then sell or whatever. So it should be
That'll
fun.
be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, by the end of summer, you're going to be a millionaire with the way the egg prices are. So
No kidding.
you'll have plenty of money for more tanks. Just saying.
Right?
That's why I was asking. 'Cause
I've only bought eggs once since late October. So I think we did pretty all right.
Yeah.
I will. Well, the chickens aren't free. I don't wash the eggs. No, they sit on the counter.
My daughter's father-in-law, he got messed up pretty bad. Had to have surgery and a whole shebang.
Really?
Eating eggs that they had got from a farmer, directly. But
oh, that sucks.
they
That does suck.
I don't know. There's like a thing to it, right? Where you either don't wash them or you have to wash them, or I don't know
it
the whole
depends
thing
what's
on
on them. So what keeps the bacteria from penetrating the shell is a bloom. It's it's laid with the egg from the chicken, and it's a bacterial bloom that prevents other bacteria from getting in. So the second you wash the egg, that bloom is gone and your egg is no longer protected. So then you need to refrigerate it.
right. And
I
I think
how that
maybe
works.
that's what happened is they washed it and didn't refrigerate it, and
Gotcha.
then sold it or gave it away. I don't know how he ended up with it, but
Yeah.
Like you can dry brush them if they're, if they've got chicken poop or, debris on them or whatever, you can dry brush them and the bloom is still fine. But the second they get wet, they have to go in the fridge. So your options are wash them and refrigerate, don't wash, and you can leave them on the counter or wherever, just out of direct sunlight. Or you can not wash them and also put them in the refrigerator, and they will last you double what they do on the counter. But I just, we use ours within that kind of 2-week time frame that they give you for having chicken eggs sit out at room temp.
Yeah.
They almost never make it to the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is looking out of a jet airplane, 10 minutes from the Portland airport as I was flying back home early February from Peru.
That is hot.
So yes,
gorgeous.
that's Mount Hood, and I think Mount St. Helens, and something else in the background. I don't,
Oh,
we just moved there,
That's really
so I have
pretty.
no idea what they all are.
Oh, hi again, silly Rainy. You made me fall asleep.
If I didn't know better, I would think Jodi would fall asleep in her chair too. So you're not alone, Nancy.
For a minute there, I thought you might have. I wasn't.
I thought I might have too. Don't feel bad.
Because of
I can admit.
Because
There's a
of Nancy
couple.
B in Tennessee, I want to call, Jodi P in something. It's just.
I know Jodi P in Iowa. It just doesn't have a ring to it.
Just Iowa.
Jodi P in Iowa. No, that doesn't ring.
Just Iowa Jodi.
That's funny.
All right. I think we're going to pull the plug. We still have 39 people in here, but we have lives to live, right? So
I have to go start dinner for the whole group here. I'm making dinner for our staff tonight. So
very nice of you.
What's for dinner?
Making curry chicken.
Ooh,
Oh, that sounds better than what we'll
Indian
probably
curry
have.
chicken tonight.
That sounds yummy.
it does sound good though.
Are you ladies doing anything anywhere else before you go live on your own? Do you have anything scheduled? Anybody talking to you?
I don't think
Um,
so. Not that I know
Not
of.
necessarily.
Jody's
I'm
got
just
something lined up.
no. The only thing I have tonight is just the auction.
But you're not going to be
Jeff's
up there, are
auction.
you? Or are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're selling.
Yep.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, she
What are you
wheels and
selling?
deals.
Well, go
Wheels and
to
deals.
his auction live stream, and you can see everything people are selling.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go. That's the right answer right there.
That's what I did
Absolutely.
earlier. Yep. I learned that from Skipper. Skipper would put a list of things that are being sold. I thought, well, I wonder if Jeff has the same thing on his. So saw
Maybe.
everything
Yeah.
that was being sold.
Nancy's just trying to draw this out longer.
Oh. Nancy, I've got let's see, Galaxy blue tail guppies, blue Moscow guppies, green Moscow guppies, half black white guppies. There's some hill stream loaches on there. And for anybody who's interested, I have 2 male dwarf sunset honey gouramis who need a new home because I cannot find a female to save my life. So they need a new home. I was really hoping to have some mystery snails for this one, but that'll have to be the next one. They're just barely over pea size, so I don't really want to ship them at that size.
Yeah.
But you are shipping?
Yep, I'll ship.
Yeah. That was
Yep.
another question by Jose.
Yep. I shipped some shrimp to Fishcapades a couple times. And then I just sent some guppies to Stephen P and some pond/pest snails and ram's horn out to Mountaintop Pupper Keeper for his baby keys.
Oh, I cannot
Oh.
wait until Mountaintop's spotted Congos are ready. Ugh, I want one so bad.
And it still
Are
looks like I didn't take a dent out of my pest snail population. So
Yeah, that's how it works.
Are the hill streams that you're selling, are they the reticulated, the common?
yep, they'll be reticulated this time. I already have someone who reserved some of the gold ringed hill streams. Otherwise, I'd have those, but their fry that are not reserved are still a little bit small. So I wouldn't feel good selling those at this point.
J&M, he's going to fight anybody who's bidding against him. He wants those hill streams. Where were these questions 10 minutes ago?
I know. I also
Okay.
think it's very fitting that Sketty Nona is having pasta for dinner.
Yes.
Yes.
Rizzoli.
Oh, cornbread. That sounds so
Pasta for the
good.
wolves.
Oh, it does. All the things I can't have anymore.
Oh,
Woe is me.
yeah.
Yes,
That is sad.
you are. Well,
I'll eat extra for you
Okay.
and let you know how delicious it was.
Doctor, you other than
So caring.
Thursday and Saturday, are you doing anything? You got
no.
You said you were going to start up your show. Is that happening soonish or not for a while?
It'll probably happen in the fall, just because
Oh, okay.
that's when I'll have a fish room again.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good, Sarah.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. Maybe, probably not till we get back from Peru in the fall,
Yeah.
Cool.
or I may
All right.
not do it. Who knows?
Just so everybody knows, because I am going to Tennessee, I will not be streaming next week at all. So probably not Saturday, although we may come home Friday. Depends on how we're feeling. And then I might, but chances are I'll be traveling on Saturday. So
Yeah.
I won't see anybody until a week from today.
So when you guys have your stream all set up, make sure you send, get on in chats and just post your,
Oh yeah. I'll
the
spam
live
it.
stream
Don't worry.
address for
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spam everybody.
Oh yeah. That's the plan. accidentally.
Noted, Jeremy.
All right, everybody, we're gonna go.
All
Okay.
right. Well, thank you
All right.
guys.
Well,
See you
nice
later.
meeting you too.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet
having
you.
us.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.